point, informative, entertaining, and protecting the Second Amendment. Welcome back to Elster's Rifles and Reloading in part 1 of this FM Products Firearm Review Series, which is available through Primary Arms. Now, some of you viewers probably already know that I already have a very in-depth firearm review series on the FM9, but that is on my 10.5-inch tri-lug upper. And if you're new to my channel, check out that playlist area. I have a very, very in-depth firearm review series on the FM9 with the 10.5-inch tri-lug already. And I took that out the distance. Amazing accuracy out to 50 yards, just one ragged hole, and even out to 300 yards, where I really stretched the legs out on that 10.5-inch tri-lug upper with insane accuracy. The best accuracy I've ever seen out of a 9mm PCC, or in this example, I suppose you'd call it a PCP, pistol caliber pistol. Now, with that being said, FM Products and Primary Arms, they've seen that firearm review series, and they are interested if I would extend that series on with their 7-inch tri-lug upper and the 5-inch upper with a blast diffuser. Now, if anyone knows me, you don't have to twist my arm to go shoot some firearms. You know, just tell me what and where and I'll be there. But they did contact me, and in full disclosure, Primary Arms did send me these uppers and the red dot and the premium lower for T&E purposes, so keep that in mind. But in no way does that influence this review. I mean, you OG subscribers that have been watching my videos for some time now, you know I don't push a product unless I believe in the product. And obviously I already have extensive knowledge and history with FM9, and I'm sure that's why they got a hold of me. So at the end of this video, if you are interested in these products, check out the description box below. I will have a link that will take you to my Facebook page, where I'll have all those links available for you to make it very easy for you to get through the purchase process. So once again, in full disclosure, if you do click on those links and make a purchase, they are my affiliate links, and the good old YT definitely doesn't make it easy on me, and those affiliate links do help promote my channel and keep that content going into the future. It doesn't cost anything to you, but it definitely helps keep this content going for you guys. Now, as of right now, end of 2019, Primary Arms, they're running the end of the year sale. Not exactly sure how long this promotion will go, but for right now, with their FM9 uppers, they're giving out a free Primary Arms red dot along with the upper, and the price is still the same, so it's really a phenomenal deal. You know, their 5-inch upper with a blast diffuser is going for $380 roughly. You know, that also comes with a free Primary Arms red dot. The 7-inch tri-lug upper, which also has the Warhammer charging handle, comes with that free red dot, $390. You know, you kick in that FM Products premium lower for $230 roughly. You know, it's got ambidextrous controls. You know, it just has a standard mil-spec trigger on it. But to get you right out of the gate and out to the range and getting some 9mm rounds down the tube for roughly 610 to 620 bucks, that's a phenomenal deal. You know, and it doesn't come with a brace. You know, you still got to get that. And I would recommend something like the SBA3. You could easily get that for, you know, roughly $100. And I'll also include a link in that description box link for roughly, you get them, I don't know, maybe $100, 95 bucks. You know, slap on that brace, you're talking 710, 720 bucks. That's just an amazing price for an amazing product that's crazy accurate, and more importantly, has last round bullet hold. Now, as for the red dot, the MD RBG2, you know, it's a 2-minute of angle red dot, so it's a very small red dot. I highly advise getting something as small as possible in regards to the smallest red dot possible. You know, I'd say it's a very entry-level red dot. It doesn't really have any bells and whistles on it, but it is a sleek profile. It doesn't take up any room. It's got a small footprint. You know, they retail that by itself for roughly 90 bucks. And with the absolute co-witness riser, that's another $30. So the fact that they're including that with their FM9 uppers, it really is a fantastic deal. Now, I just want to quickly go over this, and I want to get out to the range of what matters most, at least for me when I'm watching other people's reviews, and that's function and accuracy. But I figured we'll just quick go through these options and head out to the range. Now, the 5-inch upper, you know, the barrel stops right about here, and then the blast diffuser continues on past the handguard. Now, the upper doesn't come with this diffuser cap. You can actually purchase this separately. I think that gives it a nice look, somewhat of a suppressor look, and it's very functional, especially so your hand, you know, if your hand gets really close, you know, God forbid you get your hand in front of that muzzle, that'd be really bad. But this is a nice compact upper. You know, it comes with a standard charging handle, and it just has a really nice look to it, in my opinion. Now, as for the 7-inch tri-lug upper, if you have a suppressor, I highly recommend getting this option. You know, you can get a tri-lug adapter, so you can easily put on that suppressor. You know, you're getting a full 7 inches, so an extra 2 inches of barrel. Also with the 7-inch tri-lug upper, you're getting this Warhammer charging handle, and it is really nice. A function really smooth. And other than that, that's really the only difference. You know, you can rock the same lower on both of these, the premium lower, and it does have ambidextrous control, so that's nice. You know, the grip's pretty standard, and the trigger's also pretty standard, but it's at least to get you out to the range and get going, get some rounds down that tube, that's really all you need. And if I was to make a suggestion of what to upgrade first, it would be the trigger, but at least for now, it'll get you going. So we're going to test out some standard 115 grain round nose. This Target Max here works really well. My other PCCs or PCPs, and also the American Eagle 147 grain flat points, which if some of you watch my video series before, especially on my FM9 10.5-inch tri-lug, you'll know that this round is insanely accurate. No matter what 9mm PCC I put it in, it just performs, and that's why this is so hard to get. This stuff's like gold for me. Second this comes available, I buy 1,000 rounds. I think I only got about 600 left, but this is an amazing round. Now, not all PCCs, pistol caliber carbines, can run a flat point. They'll jam up really easy, so that'll be a really good test when we head out to the range. Now, before we head out to the range here, I just quick want to double check the trigger on this mil-spec FM9 trigger. All right, so I have verified that this is empty and clear.
6 pounds, 8 ounces. 6 pounds, 9 ounces.
And 6 pounds, 10 ounces for an average of 6 pounds, 9 ounces. Now, obviously, it's a very mil-spec trigger, you know, not the best in the world. If I was to make a recommendation on the very first upgrade on something like this, would be to upgrade that trigger. But at least for this price point, it will definitely get you out to the range and get rounds down that tube. Well, enough of the BS talk. Let's get this going. Start out with the round nose 115 grain and the FM9 7-inch tri-lug at 25 yards. Now, this has nothing to do with bullseyes. I got this marginally zeroed in, and this is going to be more about group size. All right, so the bolt held open on the last round, so that's looking good for the first shot. Let's go head down and see how we did. So yeah, not too bad for some inexpensive 152 grain round nose. Let's take another 5 shots. I just want to see how our zero's doing. That's looking pretty good. So let's take another 5 shots, see how it goes. You don't have a speed loader, you're not doing it right. Okay, the bolt held open. Let's go down. Okay, so it looks like I got a little bit of a flyer on that second shot, I think it was. But still, the group size is pretty much the same as the first. So yeah, not too bad. Okay, so let's load up 5 of these American Eagle 147 grain flat points, see how they do. Now keep in mind, most likely the point of impact is going to shift. But yeah, let's see how this works. Usually some 9mm PCCs don't do so well with flat points. So let's see how this works. Okay, so this is with American Eagle 147 grain flat points. Alright, seemed to cycle the flat points just fine. Let's head down, see how we did. Wow, that is really impressive for a 7-inch AR pistol, 9mm. You know, pretty much just like my 10.5-inch tri-lug. It prefers these 147 grain flat points. And it goes to show the accuracy of this and these PCCs. Actually, I should say a PCP, pistol caliber pistol, but anyway, that's really good. Let's take another 5 shots. Looks like the point of impact didn't shift much. Well, I'd say that was really impressive. Let's take another 5 shots. Alright, so once again, no issues with failure to feed or eject. Let's run now and see how we did. Okay, so once again, it looks like this PCP definitely prefers these 147 grain flat points from American Eagle Federal ammunition, and really consistent points of impact so far. I'm really impressed. That's awesome. Okay, so I've been testing out the Glock magazines. I do have a Magpul magazine. Let's quick try this out and make sure it works. No problems on the last round bullet hole. Well, I tell you, that was awesome. It's amazing what you get for the price on this, on the 7-inch tri-lug. You guys seen it how I shot it, no more, no less. Zero issues with failure to feed or eject. It is pretty amazing what you're getting for the price on this. You know, especially with the 147 grain flat points. I know a lot of PCCs or PCPs have issues shooting those, and no problems with that at all. So being that this was so successful, let's transfer over this primary arms, the MD RBG2, say that 5 times fast, the 2-bit angle red dot, over to the FM9 with the 5-inch barrel and the blast diffuser. Now, keep in mind that this one here has the blast diffuser cap that is sold separately. But yeah, let's get this going and I'll transfer this over. I tell you, so far I'm pretty impressed for a budget-minded red dot. That 2 MOA red dot on this thing is really crisp and clean, really clear. And these caps, you know, they're not plastic, they are aluminum. You know, it's a very sleek profile, and I would say the fact that this comes with these uppers, that's a really good deal. And you know, I'm really pleased with it so far. sure the last round bolt hold works. No problems. Looking good so far. Let me get this red dot marginally zeroed in for this upper, and we'll keep on going. Okay, so we are switched over to the FM9 with a 5-inch barrel and blast diffuser. And like I said, this one has a blast cap on it. I don't know if that's going to affect the accuracy, but who knows? Maybe we'll try that out in the second part. But anyways, we got 5 rounds loaded up. We got this marginally zeroed in. Let's see how this goes. I think I need to lower this brightness down a little bit. I got this maxed out. It is definitely a very bright red dot. Roll that down a little bit. That's better. Right now I got it on about 9. It maxes out at 11. Alright, looks like a couple of these somewhat short stroked. Anyways, let's run down and we'll see how we did on the first go around with a 5-inch barrel.
Wow, that is really good. Wow, just one big ragged hole here, a little bit of a flyer. You know, it's impressive that this 5-inch barrel actually did better than the 7-inch with a 115 grain. You know, it probably has something to do with the length of the barrel. I'm curious how this 5-inch with a blast diffuser upper is going to perform with a 147 grain, but that is really, really impressive. Good job, FM Products.
Okay, so let's load up 5 more rounds. Alright, that looks good. No issues with failure to feed or eject. I think I'm still getting some short ejections here, so I don't know. I have to play around with this blast diffuser. Maybe even give this new firearm a chance to break in. That's definitely a possibility. Sometimes you gotta let those internal bolts to wear in a little bit with the upper receiver. Let's head down and see how we did.
So it looks like this group opened up a little bit more compared to the first. It's still really, really impressive for a 5-inch barrel AR upper 9mm. You know, I would say that is roughly, a little under 2 inches probably. With this first one, that is smoking, especially with a big ragged hole there. So good job.
All right, so I got 5 rounds loaded up with the American Eagle 147 grain flat points with a 5-inch FM9 with a blast diffuser. And we'll see if this improves the accuracy like the 7-inch tri-lug. Curious what will happen with accuracy with the barrel length difference. Alright, so no issues to feed the flat points, no issues with failure to feed or eject, so that looks good. Let's head down and see how we did.
Alright, not bad. I would say that definitely improved the groups once again. I mean, that is pretty sick for 5-inch barrel. That blast diffuser, that looks really good. So let's take another 5 shots.
All right, it's looking pretty darn good. No issues of failure to feed or eject. Let's head down.
Holy cow, that is awesome. And it's insane that the 5-inch actually outperformed the 7-inch. I don't know what to say, but that is insane. That's awesome for a 5-inch AR upper 9mm. And I'm super impressed with what you're getting for the money. Unbelievable.
Okay, so I'm going to try loading up a max out magazine here. I know some PCCs have an issue of stripping that round off the magazine on a full mag. So I'm going to test this out while we're doing that. Thought we'd have a little fun with a 3-gong spinner down there at 45 yards. Alright, man, I don't think I can get another
Another round in this bag. I mean, she is jam-packed. And let's see how this works, stripping that round off a full mag. I tell you, it is freezing. It is about 32 degrees, so I'm definitely torture testing these firearms in the northern woods of Wisconsin. So, no issues stripping that off the mag. Let's have some fun with that 3-gong spinner. Yeah, no issues whatsoever. And all those rounds, not a single failure to feed or eject. Looking good on the FM9. I would say that was really successful. I mean, for 5 and 7-inch barrels, you know, to produce groups like that, that's awesome. And especially with something like a flat point. Not all PCCs or PCPs can really run a flat point that well. And just like my 10.5-inch tri-lug, same goes with these uppers. It comes out on top in regards to accuracy. Now, there's a lot of truth in the statement that a round nose will obviously function better. But man, in regards to accuracy, if your PCC can run that 147 flat point, the American Eagle made by Federal, I mean, the results show for that, especially in my 10.5-inch tri-lug series, we can check out my playlist. Now, I've said this before and I'll say it again. Now, in my opinion, if your PCC is not rocking last round bolt hold, I personally wouldn't get it. And the fact that you can get this, once you add the SBA3 brace for a little over 700 bucks, it is such a smoking deal. And the accuracy is proven in my video series in my 10.5-inch tri-lug, and at least in part 1 for such short barrels. And so far, I'm really impressed. And everything functioned great. I shot the remaining rounds out of that box, 200 total rounds out of both uppers. Not zero issue with failure to feed or eject, so I was really impressed with that. Magazines, regardless if they were Magpul or a Glock, they both function fine. If you're new to the PCC world, you're 100% want to purchase some type of speed loader. But yeah, the fact that we had zero issues with this 147 grain flat points, I think that says everything you need to know. Now, as for the primary arms red dot, I was pleasantly surprised with the red dot. You know, obviously I just posted that best budget red dot in my previous video, but the fact that this comes with the upper for free, I mean, you really can't beat it. And the fact that it has a 2-minute of angle red dot is everything to me personally. You know, I love its sleek, slim profile. The caps are not plastic. They're actually steel or aluminum. Comes with the bikini caps and the absolute co-witness riser. Slap on some Magpul backup iron sights and you're ready to rock and roll. Well, that concludes part 1 here. And stay tuned to part 2, 3, I don't know. We'll see how many parts this goes. But I plan on stretching the legs out on these short barrel pistol caliber pistols, I should say, out to 50, 100, and maybe even 300 yards. We'll see. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Hit that notification bell and scratch my back, and I'll keep on scratching yours by becoming a Patreon. I'll see you guys in the next video.